Thank you to the Jourard family for this wonderful opportunity. Lee and I sat on the Loyalist College Board of Directors, and often after meetings or during the 91X dinner, we would be approached by student members of the board looking for career input. Lee was always open and positive with his comments. Lee was a mensch. Loyalist College was often a fun place to be for Lee and for me, and here's one reason. After establishing a regular seniors morning on CJLX, General Manager Greg Schatzman and I agreed that I'd host a show sandwiched between Andy Sparling's Big Band Saturday and Bill Huffman's Remember When. The latter focused on music of the 50s and 60s. My program, Journey, would be a bridge between the two. Not having a great knowledge of the big bands, I asked Andy, as leader of the Commodores, and veteran big band broadcaster Lee, to join me on a segment near the beginning of the show.
I am not a big band music fan.
You see, look, I play it a lot, but I'm not of that era. So it takes me 3 bars.
Well,
I usually get kicked out of the second one.
I call the segment, name that portion of a tune. I play a bit of a big band tune, give clues, and they would guess the title and the artist. Sometimes it was difficult, sometimes not. This is the complete clip.
Take the A train, Duke Ellington.
Many times it was not easy, but we always had fun. Again, listen for the detail.
Oh, you devil, you.
Yeah, I know.
That's terrible.
I know.
You're vicious.
Got me stumped so far.
Evil. Louis Prima.
Oh, no.
Good guess.
Nice. Yeah, that was just...
It was the voice.
Yeah, that's true.
Whatever he was yelling.
Or, for that matter, it could have been Keeley.
No. She had a lower voice. Is you is or is you ain't my baby, and that it... Is that Herman?
Excellent.
Woody Herman?
Woody Herman.
For you.
No,
well,
nice
it was a
sense.
slapping of the forehead. This is radio. You have to describe the movements and everything. Don't try it on your own. I'm a trained professional, remember?
Sir, it's called If You Is, You Is?
No.
Is you is or is you ain't my baby. Woody Herman, Columbia Red Label.
This simple format ran for over a decade. It was Lee's wit, outgoing personality, truthfulness, and deep knowledge of all sorts of music that made for great fun for Andy, myself, and hopefully the listener. Listen for Lee's smile and to the details.
Mart Kenny and the Western Gentleman from Club Commodore. And in those days, Tom Hookings and I were the broadcast team for CJBQ to introduce them at the beginning and close off the half-hour remote. Big finish, they always timed it out to the end. Western Gentleman and Norma Locke are grouping around the one microphone. This was one microphone, not 73 microphones as is the norm today. And the theme song is winding up to the end, a west, a nest, and the microphone started to sink. The grip on the pipe had slipped. Was forever slipping, and the microphone was an Altec 639, which weighed about 8 pounds. It started to go down. So what did the quartet do? They just kept sinking down and leaning lower and lower and lower. And the closeout cue was, for CJBQ, was always so-and-so speaking, "This is the voice of the Bay of Quinte." And that had to come on top of, ho, 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 ho. They were just in hysterics.
Because of scheduling conflicts, we would record a year's worth of these features during one marathon recording session. The first installment being as interesting as the final outing, and again, thanks to Lee. We chatted about everything, our personal lives, the community, and musical artists like Frank Sinatra and Spike Jones.
As the sun pulls away from the shore,
and our boat sinks slowly in the west,
we approach the
island of Lulu, spelled backwards, Ul.
Ah, in the distance we hear
The sounds of Spike Jones and his wacky Wackakians.
And we spoke of legends such as Ella Fitzgerald when she appeared on The Muppet Show.
Days of old, and knights were bold and chivalry, and Ella played the queen. Gonzo was one of the knights of the round table. And at one point there, the line was, "Surely you joust?" And the response was, "Don't call me Shirley."
It was simply great talking about the golden days of radio, Belleville, personalities long gone, and many still here. And one of Lee's favorites, Warner Brothers cartoons.
That's all, folks.